Hello and welcome. It's good to see so many people here for this special training. Hey James, yep, I see you. Glad you got your link to work. Who else do we have? Okay, AJ, Frank, Deborah, Simon, Roland. Wow, okay, lots more joining as I read the names out. I guess I'm not going to be able to mention everyone, sorry. I really do appreciate you making the time to join though. So, as we've got a heck of a lot to get through, I guess I better not make you wait any longer than we need to. Let's push on. Today, you're going to learn a new business model and a skill that will rule the global economy in coming years. And you can either get swept away or you can choose to thrive by following the blueprint we're about to give you today. In fact, there's an emerging wave of solopreneurs who make great remote income with this new economy skill. And it really is a valuable skill, one that AI can help with but not replace, which is pretty important nowadays. It's the sort of skill they don't teach you in college or university, and yet it pays a higher income than most 9-to-5 jobs. But it gets better, because it also doesn't require you commuting to an office or taking marching orders from some annoying boss. You can even do it, say, from a beach or a cafe or the comfort of your own home office, as I do, or even your kitchen table or maybe the sofa. Now, this method of making money takes so little time and effort that it can even be combined with another job or business. So it's something you can start now and build up in your spare time until it becomes a job replacing income for you. And even better, this incredible new way of earning you remotely does not require you to build a list, an email list. It doesn't need you to promote affiliate offers or create digital products or become a coach or build funnels or sell physical products or work with Amazon or record videos for YouTube or host a podcast. It's nothing to do with real estate or investing in stocks or trading or that sort of thing. And again, also nothing to do with cryptocurrencies or anything like that. You don't need any of that. None of it. Here's what it is all about. Writing simple 5th grade level emails that will make your English teacher mad. Sounds weird, I know, but it's true. We're going to run through for you exactly how everyday people with no special skills or talents are already raking in payments of $2,000 and more every month, over and over again, by writing simple emails for other people's email lists. So who owns these email lists? Well, there's all sorts of different people who've built an email list. Influencers, non-profits, churches, charities, newsletter publishers, coaches, software companies, nutrition experts, relationship counselors, financial advisors, e-commerce shops, podcast hosts, authors, content creators. The list goes on and on. Basically, you can get paid a highly lucrative income by becoming their email profit partner and writing one email a day. The days of needing genius tech skills to make money online are over. We're entering a new era where completely normal people like you and me can reinvent themselves by becoming email profit partners. It's unlike anything you've seen before, but at the same time, it's so simple you could actually call it boring. Now, a heads up, this is going to be 90% training explaining how the email a day business system works and a 10% pitch at the end. Meaning at the end of the presentation, you will have the opportunity to take the next step and get personalized coaching with guaranteed results. And we'll go through more about that in a little while. Now, this training will be an absolute game changer for anyone that's looking for a way out of their 9-to-5 job and looking to generate a location-independent income from your laptop and sack your boss once and for all. So let me introduce my guest today and your instructor, Igor Kaifetz. Now, I've known Igor for well over a decade. He was actually a member of one of my email marketing forums many, many years ago when he was starting out. He's come a long way since then. He's now a world-renowned email millionaire. And today he'll be showing you how to jump into a brand new email opportunity that allows an average person to earn upwards of $250,000 a year working just a few hours a week from the laptop, from any location, anywhere in the world, providing, of course, you have an internet connection. Now, this new opportunity offers an incredible income potential without any upfront risk. In fact, you can start with $0. There's no need to get into debt or borrow money at high interest rates. You can start with this tomorrow. Nobody's talking about this amazing new loophole to make multiple six figures a year sending simple emails. Igor's finally going to help you flip the script and start a whole new chapter in your life. So let's hand it over to Igor. Igor, thank you for doing this, and it's all yours, mate.
Guys, give me a quick one in the chat if you can hear my voice and if you can see the visuals, just to make sure, because I've done it in the past when I went on for like 10 minutes without checking. So, okay, I'm getting ones. Eric, Larry, Jane, Sean, Policia. All right, so you guys can hear me. Yep. Wes, Thomas. Yeah, keep going. I'll read out your name. I don't have a problem with that. Cool. John. Yep. Okay. Seems like sound is good. So let me go ahead then and fire up the presentation. As Rich said, it's February 15th. Happy belated Valentine's Day. Okay. Hope, if you're a guy, then you got the flowers and the candy and everything. But today we're gonna talk about email love, because this is a hot new opportunity that no one is talking about. It's incredible. There's a really high income potential here, as well as potential to make and earn that high income while having location freedom and independence without having to go through a huge technical learning curve or having to spend any money on tools, marketing, and ads, unlike many other strategies and opportunities you've been told about before. Now, there's three reasons why this opportunity is so exciting. First off, it's a powerful new trend that's helping average people turn their lives around and reinvent themselves literally overnight. And I'll share examples with you of actual people who reinvented themselves using this. This opportunity is huge already, and it's actually going to multiply even more in the coming years, because it's based on email, and email is only growing. There's more and more email accounts every day, more and more businesses transitioning into doing email marketing because they realize the gold mine that they're sitting on. And it is an AI-proof way to make money. In fact, AI can't kill this, but also using AI to do this will help you make money faster and easier than people who try to do this without AI. And I will cover that as well. Now, what is now possible that wasn't possible until now, it wasn't possible before, is making $2,000, $4,000, and even $18,000 a month without an online presence, a website, or a social media following. Yeah, that's right. You don't need to have a website. You don't need to be on social media to make money with this, okay? You can fire your boss and enjoy freedom to work from anywhere, whenever you want, on your own schedule, even if you choose to work in the middle of the night. And I know people who do this literally in the middle of the night. And you can give yourself a raise whenever you need one, not whenever your boss decides that you should have one. And that raise will be defined by you, again, not by your boss, not the measly 2% a year, but rather a meaningful, significant raise on demand. And this offers sky-high income potential without the long and painful learning curve. Now, what I want to show you on this training today is why everything you think you know about making money online is wrong and outdated, and why it's much easier today to make money online than what you've been taught before. I also want to share with you why the big secret to making a location-independent income online is under everyone's nose, but no one can see it, and the surprising truth why email is the fastest, most surefire way to start making six figures online now and in the next 10, maybe 15, 20 years. But first, a humble brag. I'm an 8-figure earner. I fired my boss a long time ago, and I've built several highly profitable online businesses since. I'm the leading expert in making money online with email, and I've taught thousands of people how to profit with email marketing through my Amazon bestselling book, my podcast, courses, and services. And I know email, and everything that I'll share with you today is based in real world experience and data. Okay, not speculation. This is like actual things that I'm seeing out there right now. And I want to start off by saying that if you've been told that you need to create courses, sell physical products, build websites, create content, film videos, write articles, become a social media influencer, run webinars, speak on stages, walk into brick and mortar businesses and pitch services and build funnels to make money. Well, that's actually not true any longer. Okay, that advice is outdated because I've been told this student for many years. I spent many years becoming a master at all of these things, at content creation, articles, social media, doing all sorts of stuff, getting on stages, publishing, building websites. I mean, I've mastered it all, and it took me a long, long time to do it. Now, there is, however, now a much simpler way to get paid big money, and it is for emails. While, in fact, you'll be using free and low-cost tools that will do most of the work for you, okay? And you can do it without having an email list of your own, without promoting affiliate products, without knowing how to write marketing emails or actually have any copywriting skill set, and without having to be an expert of any sort, publish books, and so on and so forth. Just like Andrew here, who used to sell insurance. Okay, he's an Orthodox Jew from Chicago, and he's now charging businesses $4,000 per month for sending an email a day, approximately an email a day. Sometimes it's 5 emails a week, and he's basically getting paid between $60 and $100 per email that he delivers. Here's Logan from Japan. He's actually an English teacher who used to live in Japan and teach in Japan, but his contract ran out. He needed to figure out something else, and now he's making a full-time, more than a full-time income, a very comfortable income, doing this, what I call the email a day business. He's a solopreneur, and he's doing it from home in Japan, literally the easiest thing ever. Fotis from Greece is actually a fitness trainer. He lives in Athens, and basically, as you'd imagine, it's not a big country, and it's mostly, based on tourism. Like their entire economy is based on tourism. So he's able to make quite a comfortable living. Again, remember, it's Greece, so the cost of living there compared to, let's say, San Francisco is much cheaper. And he's able to make a lot of money just doing the email a day business. And here's Stefan from Toronto, who's able to consistently get paid $2,500, $3,000, $4,000 by businesses to deliver them emails. Again, very simple emails. Now, you're probably thinking, well, Igor, isn't email dead? Well, no, email is definitely not dead. It's many things, but what it's not dead. In fact, there's one thing that all the famous people and big businesses do. That's this one thing they all have in common, and that's email. That's why the likes of Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, the late Bob Proctor, Tim Ferriss, Joe Vitale, all these guys, they use email. If you go to their website, they'll be asking you for your email address. And even celebrities that you see on screen, Barack Obama used email a lot during his presidential campaign and continues to use it for his foundations. You got guys like, Hugh Jackman, The Rock. They own businesses, and those businesses utilize email. Even Oprah utilizes email for her book clubs and other things that she's doing. So all of these people, they all agree, okay, that email is king. And we got the numbers to back it up. Here's some publications that are posting about email. Fast Company says we're entering the golden age of email. Forbes says email is not dead. Rolling Stone magazine says why email is still the original killer app. The Atlantic says the internet's it's basically unkillable. The email is unkillable. The Wall Street Journal says there's a hot new channel for reaching people, and it's email. Okay, I mean, guys, you're getting the transmission. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're getting this transmission. Email is ruling the world, and no one's talking about it. Here's a couple of studies that were done about email, and as you can see, 94% of consumers check their email every day, which means 9 out of 10 people that buy stuff check their email every day. 81% of online shoppers are way more likely to make additional purchases using email, and more than 60% of customers prefer to receive offers in email. So email is the #1 undisputed marketing channel, and there's even an email addiction study that I found that shows how often people check their email. There's actually 28% of people out there who check their email 10 times a day, I'm one of them, I'll admit. And everyone else is, they fall somewhere between 1 and 9 times per day. I mean, do you see how crazy this is? Do you understand that if there's one channel, one media that you need to be utilizing, it's email, that businesses should be utilizing, it's email? In fact, here's a study they've done. Where would you like to receive promotions? And 83% of consumers said, send them to me by email. Here's another study that says, when have you checked your email? And as you can see, people check their email all the time. When they're bored, on weekends, while watching TV, while waiting for someone, in bed, immediately when I wake up, in the bathroom. I'm guilty of that one. On vacation, in restaurants, at the meal table, while commuting, while shopping, and even in church. Okay, email is with us and it's here to stay. And here are all the things that people expect inside their emails. When they sign up with a company to receive emails, they expect offers and savings, new product information. They expect for the brand to try and sell them things, which means it's the one media where if you're marketing somebody, you're a welcome guest and not a pest. Okay, email is the lifeblood of almost every successful online business today. David Newman says it has the ability that many channels simply do not. It has the ability to create a personal touch at a scale. Ramit Sethi built a $20 million a year business using email marketing, and Noah Kagan, the guy who launched AppSumo, basically breaks down his entire $42 million a year email strategy as well. Okay, you're getting this. Type email in the chat box right now if you understand what's going on, if you understand how important email is for making money online and how it's everywhere. No matter what business there is, they're probably utilizing email, and if they're not utilizing email, then they're probably leaving money on the table. Now, here's my accidental discovery of how I accidentally found out about this opportunity. You see, I was minding my business, running my business and making money, and everything was great, but it got to a point where I got very busy. There were many projects that were landing across my desk, and I found myself struggling to keep up. And I realized that I needed some help with my emails, with my email marketing strategy. I needed for someone to take over and send those emails for me. So I posted on social media and said, hey, I need someone to help me with my emails. And the guy reached out. His name is Dylan. And he said, look, I wanna help you with your emails. But I said, yeah, but you don't know how what my strategy is. And he said, well, why don't you apprentice me? So I did. I basically got this guy, hired him, and apprenticed him to send emails to my list, right? I basically taught him what to do. And as a result of this partnership, if you will, I made Dylan a lot of money. In fact, we started out, and he started out by receiving like something as little as $2,000, which is still a lot because he used to live in Vancouver working for a car dealership, but then he ended up moving to Mexico. So $2,000 for Mexico is actually a lot of money. But if you can read, you can see that his profit partnership paycheck actually grew and grew and grew, and all the way to $14.8 thousand for, get this, just emails, just sending an email a day. Obviously, the money is great, but he told me that it's the freedom that he enjoyed most. He was able to travel. He, like I said, he lived in Mexico, which means he got to travel around Central and South America. The reason, by the way, that I'm putting smiley faces on his face and the face of his wife is because of privacy. They're private people. They don't want to be visible online. And that's fine, because you don't have to be visible online to make a lot of money using this strategy. Now, I'm part of many masterminds and groups with other business owners. And when I shared how I started making more money while at the same time having more time, by bringing in an email profit partner, they basically said, hey, can you get me one too? Because they wanted to make more money. They also knew they're sitting on a gold mine, and they were too busy to mine this quote unquote email gold mine themselves. And so, I said, look, I'd love to help you because I know you're sitting on a lot of money. And I'll share with you exactly, by the way, how you can do that, how you can come in and help them tap this gold mine, and why they're happy to pay you to do it for them, and even how to automate the whole thing so the tool, the automated tools can do the work for you. But I said, look, the opportunity is big, but I just can't help them because it's just too, I mean, there's just too much work, right? I mean, I got a life, I got my businesses to run. I can't go around, you know, helping them get email profit partners. So I just can't help you until I went to Vegas. Okay, I went to Vegas where I had a trip planned where I was doing a helicopter tour on a military A-Star helicopter. And on that trip, I met this guy. Okay, his name is Travis Cody. And meeting Travis changed everything because, as it turns out, he was a seven-figure email profit partner himself, one of the most sought after email profit partners in the game. And we got talking, he got telling me like how he works and what he does. And basically, you know, I ended up realizing I'm talking to somebody who's making seven figures, sending emails to other people's audiences using the tools that do almost all the work for him. And what's really crazy is that this guy's literally invisible. No one ever heard of him. I have never heard of him before, and I'm like super involved with email marketing. He doesn't have an email list. He doesn't have products. He doesn't have a web presence. He doesn't have a website. He doesn't have a social media following, and he doesn't publish content or do any talks. Now tell me, how is this even possible? How can somebody making seven figures a year online without any of this stuff? To me, that's fascinating. That's amazing. So I shared my discovery with him, how I brought Dylan, he became my email profit partner, and how all of my friends started asking me, can I bring them email profit partners, and how I felt that people need to know about this. I felt that people, average people, can completely reinvent themselves and get into this because it doesn't require any special education. I mean, I apprenticed Dylan, who used to work for a car dealership. He wasn't a copywriter or anything like that. I said, Travis, let's partner up, let's tag team, let's apprentice people. And he said, you know what? I'd be open to doing that because I know exactly what it's like for the carpet to be pulled from underneath me. You see, Travis grew up in a small town of Monroe, Utah. It's literally about 2,400 people big. And he got taught the value of hard work and service from a very early age. Whenever he would wake up and there would be 1.5 feet of snow, his dad, the city cop, would take him to all the widowers' homes. He would take him and his brother with shovels so they could clear the walkway. So he knew the importance of service from a very young age. But he had a dream, and that dream was to be in Hollywood. So he went to Hollywood and ended up, he didn't build an acting career, but he did end up working with this guy, Jonathan D. Crane. He's an American screenwriter and film producer, and he produced movies like Face Off, The Swordfish, Look Who's Talking Now, and won numerous awards, and he was also John Travolta's agent. Now, what's really interesting is that at one point, while things were going great and Travis was living the hotshot Hollywood executive lifestyle, Jonathan died. Jonathan died unexpectedly at the age of 65, and Travis was left without work. No one wanted to hire him, and he ended up basically living off of his savings until they all dried up, and he was in Hollywood and broke, nearly homeless. I call it pulling a Nicolas Cage. So at one point, he even had to sleep in his car. And this is an actual car where Travis slept in for a little while, right? And he took this picture because he knew that one day he'll be able to tell the story. Now, Travis actually goes, the way everything changed for him nearly overnight, he goes to a marketing seminar and he convinces an experienced and a very successful marketer to apprentice him. Okay, this guy that you see on the picture, his name is John Benson. Now, he's also surrounded by other legends in the game, such as John Carlton behind him and David Deutsch, I believe, on the right. Basically, he gets apprenticed by John Benson. That changes everything. Travis is able to make money happen, to get checks in the mail, and he goes from literally sleeping in his car to an ocean view office, okay, where he gets paid to do emails, right? Now, this is very powerful. And you've just seen that it can transform lives literally overnight. So my question to you is, would you like to discover our three-step system to getting involved with this, to getting an email profit partner happily paying you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month for something as simple as emails? Give me a yes in the chat if you're excited to find out the three-step system. I assure you, this system is very simple. It's very easy. anyone can do it, and you don't need any previous experience. It's something that I believe is one of the easiest things that anyone can do today to make money. So give me a yes in the chat if you'd like to find out how this works. Yep, okay, seeing yeses coming in. All right, perfect, fantastic. All right, so let's get going. So there's 3 steps that we follow in order to get email profit partners who are happily gonna pay us $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month for emails. First, we're gonna pick the ideal email profit partners from a secret free directory. 2, we're gonna use the ADS shortcut and checklist, which I'll share with you in a minute what that is, in order to move that process along. And 3, we're going to offer a no obligation trial to work with us. So step 1 is we're going to use a secret fee directory to get partners. Now the secret fee directory is located at myip.ms. It's basically a website that allows us to look into other people's websites. So what we're going to do, we're going to enter the IP address of a company called Shopify, because Shopify has 4.4 million stores live on their network, on their platform, probably more, but they have a lot, okay? They have lots of stores, lots of businesses that are building their list that can be ideal email profit partners for us. So we're gonna take their IP address, if you don't know what an IP address is, don't worry about it, just remember this number, 23.227.38.0, okay? That's the number that you need to put in this little search box. And I'm going to ask my team to post both the website and this number into the chat for you. Now, once you do that, you're going to see a screen like this, and you need to click on this button that says Other Sites on IP. And when you do, you're going to get a list of websites on the Shopify platform. So what you want to do, you want to click on View All Records at the bottom right, and this will give you a search box. So now what you can do, you can actually search by title or website name, and all you have to do is just pick a topic that you're passionate about, be it coffee, be it golf, be it cigars, be it boating, be it fishing, be it football or soccer or basketball or anything else. Because I assure you, if there's a hobby or an interest, there's a Shopify store about that. So I entered coffee and I hit the search, and now I have 3.7 thousand Shopify stores that sell coffee. Now I can rank them by popularity, which means from the biggest store down to the least popular. And guess what? That's all I need to know, because that means that this store is getting lots and lots of visitors. Now this is just one way, one platform to look for these partners, because there's tons of other platforms out there that people use to host their businesses, right? There's literally dozens and dozens of them, which means you now have thousands upon thousands, if not millions of businesses you can tap into. Now, the second step in this process is what I call the ADS shortcut and the checklist. What we're going to do, ADS stands for analyzing their email marketing, diagnosing what needs fixing. In this case, it could be email frequency, email content, inboxing, or the low-hanging fruit opportunities they're not utilizing. And again, I have a checklist for all of this that I'll tell you in a few minutes how you can get. And then once you've done that, once you've done your analysis, you can just share your findings with these businesses. Now, the reason ADS works is because, first off, you're demonstrating value instead of trying to sell anyone, right? AKA, you know what you're talking about. Second reason is you're showing up prepared. So AKA, you are a professional, not some schmuck, right? And 3, you're building reciprocity up front. AKA, you're a generous person, right? So everybody wants to work with giving and generous people. And this perfectly sets up the next and final step in this process, that is basically saying, hey, I've just analyzed your stuff. Here's what you need to fix. Would you like for me to take care of that for you? Now think how incredibly attractive that is. You just diagnosed them, exactly what's wrong, and how they can be making a lot more money and enjoying their life a lot more. And you're saying, I can completely take that off your plate. Okay? So it's a sexy proposition. 1 out of every 3 people who get it are open to it and are happily gonna pay you. Now, how much are they going to happily pay you? In my experience, from what I'm seeing, They're happily paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, but even more depending on the size of their business. But let's say you're only going to get about $2,000, maybe $3,000 from an email profit partner. What can you do with that? Well, according to some data that I found, here's the cost of retirement living, of coastal retirement, with just 1 or 2 email profit partners. If all you're making is between $2,000 and $3,000 per month, you can actually retire to Thailand, Mexico, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Portugal, Ecuador, Colombia, Costa Rica, Panama, Vietnam, Dominican Republic, Belize, Sri Lanka, or Greece. If you've got 2, maybe 3 email profit partners, guess what? You can retire to some other place that's more expensive, or live in this coastal spot, but live like a king or a queen. Now, you're probably wondering, Igor, okay, cool, but I don't know how to create these emails, right? I'm not an email expert, I'm not a copywriter. Well, here's how you can have great, high quality, profitable emails created for you super fast. What I do, and I call it the fast food emails trick, I just use templates because I don't like to rely on anything that requires pure creativity, okay? Because I'm not really that creative. I also don't like wasting a lot of time, which means I like to get things done quickly and efficiently with as high of a precision as I possibly can. So that is why I developed templates. Here's one of them. I call it the hate template, right? So the subject line reads, "I hate this," or "Can you relate?" And then if you can see on the left-hand side where there's these little arrows pointing where it says dealing with problem they're experiencing right now, these are the spots where I just replace whatever the pain is, right, with the actual pain. So let's say we're promoting eye drops, just random product, eye drops ABC. So where it says, you know what I used to hate most about, and then dealing with the problem they experience right now, I replace it with dealing with dry eyes and eye twitching. And I do that for every part of the email that needs to be replaced. So this way, I got the structure and the framework. I just need to put in the specific problems and issues that people have for that particular product or service or business. And guess where you're going to get that information? The very business owner will tell you this information. They will tell you exactly what these parameters are. Now, you're probably thinking, well, if it's so easy, why don't the business owners do it themselves, right? I mean, it sounds pretty simple. I mean, they could just get the templates and do everything themselves. Well, first off, they don't know how. Second is because they're good at what they do. They're good at running their businesses, but they have to rely on others for almost everything else. Accounting, running ads, building sites, project management. I mean, can a business owner do their own accounting? Yes, I know people who do their own accounting, but do they? No, they outsource it to somebody who specializes in doing that. The third reason is because they prefer to outsource because it's easier and more profitable than trying to do everything themselves. They don't want to be the jack of all trades. They want to just do what they love doing and outsource everything else to people who specialize. And some of them, I'd say about 50, maybe 60% of them, they just don't know how much money they're leaving on the table. They have no idea they could quite easily double their business if they just had a great email marketing strategy. Now, we've covered a lot of ground so far. We've covered why email profit partnerships are an emerging new opportunity that's set to make a lot of regular people tons of money. We've covered how average people are getting paid upwards of $250,000 a year for simple emails, while nearly all the work is done by free and low-cost tools. We covered how you don't need to build an email list, sales funnels, build social media following, or do anything else that the gurus are saying you should do to make money online anymore, and why you don't need to take any risks or wait for years to start making money with this hot new opportunity, and why this is a quick and easy way to use secret and how to use the secret free directory that I showed you to find these partners. Now, here's what we didn't cover because of time constraints. How to qualify the perfect email profit partners, what other platforms give us the easy access for potential partnerships besides Shopify, what other automation tools you need to use to work smart and not hard, how to collect payments from elite profit partners, email profit partners, what's the best way to ask existing email profit partners for referrals, should you offer a guarantee, should you sign any legal agreements or contracts with email profit partners, how to leverage AI to accelerate your income and cut your work hours, and when and how to raise your fees and more. Okay, now going into this webinar, I basically felt that I will teach you what I can in the limited time that I have. And then at that point, I had a choice to make, either to leave you with that and just leave, or to do something bigger, something where I can take a much bigger participation in your success. And so my question to you is, would it be okay with you if I told you, if I spent the next few minutes telling you about a new apprentice program where me and Travis take everyday people under our wing and turn them into successful email profit partners in just 8 weeks, to help them reinvent themselves and go solopreneur and retire to the beach if they choose so? Give me a yes or no in the chat on whether or not you're okay with that. All right, I'm seeing yeses. I see a no. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate it. The majority voted. So what I want to share with you is what I call the 1 email a day business system. It's a program where we help you create a 6-figure income with email profit partnerships, while nearly all the work is done for you by free and low-cost automation tools. It's the perfect program for people who want to start earning while they learn the ropes. And it actually offers you a simple system to a scalable income and freedom, and will handhold you to your first profitable email partnership before you even finish the program, guaranteed. And more about that in a moment. Okay, so first component is what I call Genesis. It's a checklist of what you need in place before securing your first paid partnership. Okay, it gives you the step-by-step walkthrough on how to use a secret free tool to be given a list of potential partners who want your help now, and shows you a super simple way to get them hooked on the edge of their seat to pay you to help them. Now, you will not have to do any of the following. You will not have to buy ads. You will not have to build a website. You will not have to cold call. You will not have to beg anyone. You will not have to create content, and you will not have to build a social media following or build an email list of your own. Now, the second component is what I call the email mana. It's plug and play email templates. It's basically a shortcut for you for crafting emails for any business. Just like I showed you one template, there's actually dozens and dozens of other templates that I have in my arsenal that you can use. We're also going to give you the fill in the blanks subject lines, hundreds and hundreds of subject lines, a shortcut for crafting subject lines for any business on the spot, and a 7-point checklist to fix a bad email in a snap, because you will often be handed emails by email profit partners and business owners saying, hey, I already have emails. Can we use these? And so you'll be able to quickly fix them, because we'll tell you exactly the 7 ways to do it. And you will receive the fast start guide to email formatting, because good formatting makes a bad email good and a good email best. Okay, now the third component that we're going to give you is what I call just hit send. It's a quick start guide to sending emails using an email sending tool, even if you've never used one before. It's a fast start walkthrough for setting up automated emails and sequences that are sent automatically without you lifting your fingers. So not only you basically come in and you get paid for something as simple as an email, but you can also set it up automatically so you don't have to log in and send them out daily yourself. Okay, saves you a lot of time. This is a way to work smart no matter the email profit partner's email list size. So these are the components: Genesis, Email Mana, and Just Hit Send. Now, this is an 8-week hands-on apprentice program where me and Travis get you your first profitable email partnership while the work is done by free and low-cost tools for you. We invest a minimum of 3 hours a week in your success, okay, a minimum per student. Plus, we have a big team behind us as well. Now, I charge $3,000 an hour for consulting. Like, if you actually wanted to get me on the phone for an hour, you'd be paying $3,000. And I didn't just pull this number out of my ass. Here is me getting paid consulting fees for my time in packages. Now, this means that this program at 3 hours a week per student is at least $72,000 value, but I'm not going to charge you that, because I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm already rich. I already have money. I'm making money elsewhere with my email list, my online businesses, this is different, okay? I already have a pretty amazing lifestyle, don't need you to fund it. I'm doing this for old Igor. It's me who started years ago and been told, do this, do launch sniping, do that, build websites, build a blog, learn web design, learn coding, do this, send, being sent down different rabbit holes. Basically ended up taking me 3.5 years to make my first real check online, and was excruciating painful and very, very difficult. I have no idea how I succeeded. I think it was pure, will, but basically if I had this, I'd be making money so much faster, I'd be so much happier and so much wealthier today. So I'm doing it for the old Igor who really needs the help, because I have a sense that you might relate to old Igor, because there's so many people out there right now who are going through the exact same experience. So I'm not going to charge you $72,000 or $36,000 or even $10,000. At $5,000, this would be a steal, but I will give you a 97% discount and let you in for just $19.97. Think how small of a price this is. And if that's not good enough, I'll also protect you with a succeed and profit guarantee. You will apprentice under our wing, me and Travis, and we promise you at least one email profit partnership before your apprenticeship is over, meaning it will pay for itself right away, and you're making a profit every month after that, or we will continue working with you for free until you're making money, period. You literally have nothing to lose. The only way you leave this program, if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and follow our guidance and do what we ask you to do and follow our checklists and protocols, the only way you leave this program is actually making money. There's no way you can fail if you're rolling up your sleeves and doing the work. Now, I love working with action takers because these are the most fun to work with, and it's so much easier to help them become success stories. And that is why I'm going to offer bonuses to the first 20 people to take action. First bonus that I'm going to offer is called the Found Money Fast Start Guide, which shows you how to easily create quick money wins for your email profit partners from day one. They'll be so happy they're paying you to help them, and you'll look like a genius to them while all you're doing is following a simple checklist that we give you. This is a $19.97 value. I'm going to give it to you for free. Next, I'm going to give you my email GPT, which basically is a tool, okay, that uses free ad technology, ChatGPT, to produce high quality emails in as little as 30 seconds or less. I'll give you my copy paste commands and an actual GPT we created, so you can make emails in your email profit partner's exact voice if you have to, if you need to, and you can 10x your email production speed, 10x the quality, and 10x the email profit partner satisfaction. They'll be amazed at the quality of the emails you provide, while it's AI that's doing the writing. In fact, I wanted to demo for you how I can get a quality email done in as little as 18 seconds for any product, any niche, any business. Check this out. This is a video, and I just gave it a command, and it's writing the email, and there's a timer on the bottom left corner next to the little red circle. You can see it's 10 seconds, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, done. Okay. 16 seconds, it's what it took to write an entire email that I can now copy and paste and hand over to an email profit partner. This alone is worth the price of the whole thing. It's $29.97 value, and I'm going to give it to you for free if you're one of the first 20 people to jump on this. Next, inboxing hacks. It's an easy win opportunity for you because email deliverability is a topic that most business owners have no clue about, but it's actually not that difficult. Most email profit partners struggle with email deliverability, and their emails basically are not reaching the inbox 100% of the time. So I'm going to give you the steps in the checklist to basically clearly see exactly what's causing for them not to inbox, and exactly what you can do to fix these issues very quickly and be the hero. Now get this, you don't have to be the one fixing, you just need to tell their team what to do. You don't have to be the one actually going and tinkering with it. You can just tell them what to do. You don't have to be the one doing it. It's $19.97 value, it's yours free. Again, invaluable stuff. Next, the magic promo tab code. You see, you can instantly double the email profit partner's email open rates by copy and pasting this one piece of code that we'll give you, okay, and it will get your email profit partner out of the Gmail promo tab immediately. Okay, it works every time, and it's an easy win for you. And the email profit partner is going to be ecstatic and happy to pay you the big bucks, because to them it's going to seem like voodoo magic, I promise you. Now, the reason it's valued at $79.97 is because that's exactly how much I paid to discover this code. Okay, literally what I paid to get this code. I'm going to give it to you for free. Next, plug and play email campaigns. These are proven to work email campaigns that you can just plug and play for your email profit partners every time. You can eliminate the guesswork and work smart, and you don't need any marketing chops for this. It's $19.97 value. It's a very conservative estimate of what this is worth, because they're making me millions of dollars a year, every year. Also, plug and play email automations. These are set and forget email automations that increase response rates like opens, clicks, and sales. And you can set them up and they can make money around the clock for your email profit partner. These are $29.97. Again, value, very, very conservative estimate of what they're truly worth. I also want to share with you something I call email alchemy. This is a way to turn turn your email profit partner's existing content, because most businesses have some kind of content, whether it's YouTube videos or articles or blogs, into emails, which means you can work smart and not hard. You can turn what they already have into emails and be the hero and get a month's worth of emails done in literally just a few hours. Okay, and again, you can use AI to do most of that creation. That's a $997 value. It's not available for sale at this time anywhere else. I also want to share with you something that I call my last email seminar tapes. So I did an email seminar one time in Toronto where I shared all of my best secrets, my tricks, my systems, my strategies, my techniques, my campaigns, everything. I'm going to give you the tapes to that seminar, as well as all the handouts, my best campaigns, my best sequences, and my best subject lines. People paid $29.97 to come to that seminar, plus hotel, plus food, plus airline ticket. I'm going to give it to you for free as a free fast action bonus. And finally, I would like to give you the efficacy certificate. I want to certify you so you can proudly show off to potential partners and your friends and your family that you've been certified and you went through the apprentice program and you graduated with flying colors. It's going to boost your credibility, and you can get paid more money. You can have more pride collecting that money. Okay, it's a $997 value, and all of that for just $19.97 one time, or 6 monthly payments of $397. I highly suggest, if you would like the bonuses, if you'd like to get into the apprentice program, if you would like to take advantage of the Succeed and Profit guarantee, to go ahead to the link you see on screen right now. We'll also post this link in the chat for you, and sign up. This is unlike anything you've seen before. No one else is willing to guarantee your results. No one else is willing to put their money where their mouth is. No one else is actually taking this responsibility, so much responsibility for your success. And not to mention the incredible opportunity, the incredible potential of this opportunity, the incredible ease of this opportunity, where for the very first time in history, thanks to the way the world has developed and evolved, you can come in, help businesses quite literally uncover a gold mine in their existing business without spending any extra money, without doing any extra work. Come in, be the hero, and get paid a full-time income working remotely from anywhere in the world. This is unlike anything you've seen before. People, absolutely regular people with no education, insurance agents, who ends up working in insurance? It's people who basically couldn't get a job anywhere else, right? You got teachers reinventing themselves. You got, people working for car dealerships reinventing themselves. Basically, anyone can do this. Age is not a criteria. Previous experience is not a criteria. Your gender or race is not a criteria. I got a guy in my program now who's Nigerian, who lives in New York, who's a sleep technician, who does this part-time, okay, while he's at work. This is incredibly powerful, incredibly powerful. Now, on average, we got a question from Erica. On average, how long does it take to find your first email profit partner? And on average, how much do they pay? You know, they say, I actually read a quote about averages today by Henry Ford. He said, on average, Switzerland is flat, right? But there's Swiss Alps there. But no, it's actually very easy and it's very fast to find your first email profit partner. If you simply roll up your sleeves and do the work and you follow our system, you use the directory and you go, you find either the Shopify stores or other businesses that we're going to show you inside that you want to partner up with, businesses that fit your passion, businesses that fit your philosophy, businesses that you can feel good supporting, then this shouldn't take you longer than maybe a week. Again, if you simply do the work. Just because there's going to be a little bit of back and forth between you and the business owner, and they don't necessarily respond the same second as you. Plus, I'm assuming you're busy, you got a life, so you're going to do it maybe for like what, 30 minutes to 60 minutes a day. So at week at most. But to give you the full peace of mind, like I said, I'm giving you a succeed and profit guarantee, which means you go through my program, you go through this program, you got 8 weeks of apprenticeship. If you don't graduate with at least one, again, at least one email profit partner that covers your tuition and makes this whole thing profitable from the second month onward, then we keep working with you until you're making money. Worst case scenario, I call my friends in the industry and I say, hey, I groomed an email profit partner. Do you want one? I've done that twice before, where I took our members who were graduating and I basically placed them into someone else's business, because people ask me all the time. I train on email marketing. Businesses approach me all the time asking me, hey, do you have someone who can write my emails? Do you have someone who can, manage my email list? Yes, I basically have it on both ends of that spectrum, both growing it as well as managing it. Now, on average, an email profit partner will pay you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. It really depends on what you ask for, really. I've seen people agree to work for as little as $1,000 a month. I think that's not enough. I think you should charge at least $2,000 a month. But the average that I've seen is about maybe $3,500 a month. The email profit partners I've worked with as a business owner never got paid less than $4,000 per month for sending an email a day to my people, to my audience. So an average would be somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000 per month, which is enough to allow you to retire, at most coastal retirement places, including places like the Dominican Republic, Mexico, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is very different from all the programs you've seen before. This is very different from all the quote unquote systems you've seen before, because this is the only approach that I know, that I've seen, that doesn't ask you to spend a ton of money up front. In fact, you don't need to spend any money up front whatsoever. So you're not starting out in debt. You don't have to buy ads. You don't have to pay for design. You don't have to build a website. You don't have to fly to China and negotiate with suppliers. None of that. This is different. You don't need to spend money to make money with this. You just have to be willing to roll up your sleeves and follow our 3-step system for 30 to 60 minutes per day. And once you've got your email profit partners, then you're working a couple of hours a week and you're good to go. Look, the only way that I know to make money online without having to develop your own products is to be useful to someone, right? There's a new Arnold Schwarzenegger book out there right now, and he basically says be useful. It's a very good advice. Not only you're being useful to business owners, you're being invaluable to business owners. You're a welcome guest. They're waiting for someone like you to show up. It's very, very powerful. And what's really cool about this is we are not going to mix friends and family into this. We're not going to pitch anyone. We're not going to cold call anyone. We're not going to pound the pavement, right? We're going to basically do it incognito. No one has to know we do this. In fact, when you're buying a brand new car, your family will be asking you, hey, are you, what's up? You got a new job or something? Right? Now, another thing to consider, if you're bilingual, for example, I speak Russian, Hebrew, Ukrainian, and English. This opportunity is available in other languages too, whether it's Spanish, whether it's French, whether it's German. I'm seeing these opportunities in all of these markets. I got friends who run businesses in different niches in different countries, and they're all dying for someone capable to take over their emails, and they're willing and happy to pay for it. Another question, why would businesses pay for something as simple as emails? Well, it's very simple. First and foremost, business owners are busy running the business. They wake up with a long checklist of things that they need to do, right? They got to deal with all kinds of stuff. So they just don't have the mental capacity required to go and do their own emails, which is why they prefer to outsource it. Some businesses don't even know. They don't even know. They're sitting on basically something that can double their income, and they have no clue. Some of these businesses, but for the most part, they know. For the most part, they know the value and the importance and the impact of email. It's just they don't have either the time or the mental capacity to do it themselves. As simple as that. Now, what sort of businesses? I see a question. What sort of businesses can pay you to do their emails? Well, you got influencers, nonprofits, churches, charities, newsletter publishers, coaches, software companies, restaurants, real estate agencies, gyms, hotels, law firms, insurance companies, colleges, beauty salons, spas, fashion and apparel brands, tech and gadget stores, craft and hobby stores, car dealerships, dentists, vets, landscaping, gardening services, home improvement companies, jewelry stores, sports equipment stores, event planning companies, photography services, accountants, cleaning services, printing businesses, crowdfunding projects, pet supply stores, moving companies, co-working spaces, nutrition experts, relationships counselors, financial advisors, e-commerce shops, podcast hosts, authors, content creators, corporate trainers, healers, and shamans even. I actually know one that's utilizing email marketing quite efficiently, relationship counselors, fitness coaches, and more. You can literally approach anyone. There's no discrimination about any type of business with this. And what's really cool is that you can align this with your passion. Whatever your passion is, whether it's photography, coffee, high-end whiskey, horse riding, boating, fishing. It could be religion. It could be, eating right. It could be fitness. It could be muscle building. It could be relationships. Could be books, coffee, tea, chocolate, cigars. You name it. You name it. You can align your passion and your profits with this so easily. Now, what if I can't make it to the live sessions? Well, obviously they're recorded and we already have the whole process documented, which means you can follow this process, you can execute on your own time. In fact, if you've got more time, you can actually do the whole thing in a weekend. You can go from nothing to being in business in a short weekend, okay? And there's no shortage of potential email profit partners to work with in any niche, in any market. This is a much more lucrative way to make a living than the traditional path. I mean, if you think about it, the world is different from the world you grew up in. Because even if you charge just $2,000 a month for, let's say, an email a day or 2 emails a day, let's say you work an hour a day. Okay, let's say you invest an hour a day into this and you charge $2,000 a month. That means you're getting paid roughly $60 an hour. Now, here's a list of professions that get paid less than $60 an hour. Teachers, registered nurses, graphic designers, web developers, social workers, journalists, human resources specialists, accountants and auditors, police officers and law enforcement personnel, chefs and head cooks, mechanical engineers, librarians, physical therapists, marketing coordinators, dental hygienists, pharmacists, construction managers, veterinary technicians, paralegals and legal assistants, interior designers, architects, civil engineers, electricians, plumbers, IT support specialists, real estate agents, occupational therapists, speech language pathologists, dietitians and nutritionists, environmental scientists. And all of these people, all of them, had to go to school for years and are going to be paying off their student loans for decades just to get the foot in the door. And you're making more than these people per hour. Okay? This is crazy. And if it seems too simple to be true, it's because it is simple. Because it is true. It's crazy, crazy, crazy simple, guys. It's an incredible opportunity. And almost no one knows about this. It's highly untapped. And if you're smart about this, you can pretty much have nearly all the work done for you and get paid as a business owner for working just a couple of hours a week. Get paid very lucrative income. Very lucrative income. Okay? Now, Baggio is wondering if I'm hiring. Well, no, I have the position filled. Thankfully, my email profit partner is doing really, really well. We actually just completed a promotion where I've earned a collective $80,000 in a span of just 1 week, where he managed all of it. So I'm very happy with my email profit partner. He's making me more money. He's happy. I'm happy. Everyone's happy. I don't have to think about it. He's just a huge, huge, huge asset in my business for sure. And but look, if you already know how to do this, I got friends. They're looking. They're always looking. Members of my community, business owners I know. This opportunity is really lucrative. Larry asks, do I need a cold email prospecting software? Well, you probably need to define for me what it does, but the fact that I don't know what that is, like what it's supposed to do, probably means that you probably don't need it. Again, not sure what the cold email prospecting software does, because we'll show you how to use basically either free or super low cost tools to get everything you need. Most tools are free. We're talking less than $50 a month to run the whole thing. And only if you really want. I mean, for example, the AI tool that writes your emails for you, right? You can either use the free version, which is basically limited by some kind of like capacity, or you can pay the $19 or $20 a month and use the paid version. But given the fact that it's going to produce money-making assets for you, aka emails, I think that's a reasonable expense, right? This is the beauty of the world we live in right now, guys. I don't know if you recognize this. I hope you do, where everything's becoming a lot more commoditized. Anything that's not a quote unquote high level ability to manage, you know, in business or in organizations, you know, ability to think, ability to strategize. A lot of this stuff is being commoditized. The jobs that used to cost a lot of money and where you know talent was unavailable, now it's all changes. I don't know which industry you're in right now, but I'm sure you're seeing the changes for yourself. This is where the money is going. This is where the easy money is going. And you don't need any paperwork, credentials, or permits to get involved with this. The opportunity is wide open. I genuinely think that people who are ignoring this opportunity today are going to be kicking themselves in 6, 12, 18 months from today when more people recognize it. But at the same time, I don't see this getting saturated or otherwise inefficient or ineffective because, I mean, do you really need more than 3 email profit partners? Probably not. I mean, 3 email profit partners, even on the modest 3K per month from each partner, is still almost $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month allows you to live anywhere in the world and pretty much pursue almost any hobby besides maybe luxury boats or something, right? Now, another question from Baggio. How do you go around the spamming police? So Baggio, we actually show this in the apprentice program. We walk you through the exact best practices for your email marketing, specifically also how to avoid being marked as spam, how to avoid high unsubscribes, and exactly what to do if you're, you know, if the email profit partner who wants to work with you tells you that, hey, we have email deliverability issues, we need those fixed. So I'm telling you, I'm giving you the exact blueprint on exactly what to do to both prevent any negative spam, unsubscribes, etc. Because I've been in this business for a long time, I know exactly how it's done. But in addition, I'm showing you what to do to fix it if they are not inboxing well. And the whole spam, quote unquote, spamming police, in my opinion, is a little bit overrated. Sure, there's some changes that were made recently by Gmail with, you know, all kinds of protocols that they've installed, but those are already in our standard protocol. Those are already in our standard checklist of things that we tell you that need to be in place. And again, you don't have to be the one to go deep into the technical stuff. Your job would be to just say, hey, I see an issue with this and I see an issue with that. Okay, go and have your tech team fix it. You don't have to get bogged down by anything technical. But as far as your email content goes, we'll show you how to make it, how to create it in a way, how to use the tools to create it in a way that doesn't trigger anyone. It doesn't offend anyone, but at the same time, that gets the sales and the goodwill that the email profit partner wants you to get them. Okay? Now, Margaret says, I don't have the money ready to pay right now. Like, I don't have the money right now to pay for it, but this is an opportunity I would not want to miss. Can I sign up? Margaret, unfortunately, the only way for you to sign up is by going to the link you see on the screen and either doing the $19.97 one time and saving $385, or doing the 6-month payment plan of $397. Now remember, we're being very, very generous here. It's an 8-week succeed and profit guarantee program. It's an 8-week apprentice program. And we're giving you a 6 months payment plan. The entry into the program is actually lower than the 1 monthly payment you'll be getting from an email profit partner, which means with the first email profit partner, you're not only covering the program cost, but you're also profiting right away. We're being very generous. And Margaret, I really hope you can find a way to figure this out. Maybe you've got a credit card with a spare $397 available on its balance, and you can make the minimum credit card payments. Because, like I said, this program, we're committed to getting you to success, which means if you just execute what we tell you, and we got what we call the success checklist, if you just execute the success checklist that we give you, there's no reason why you shouldn't have your first email profit partner very soon. Now, the good thing about it, by the way, is that you get paid up front. I don't know if I said this, but email profit partner pays you up front. So you know how when you work on at a day job, you work and you work and you work and you work, and then your boss gives you the paycheck at the end of the month or after you've done the work? This is not one of those things. This is where you get paid up front. Okay? You get paid up front, which means if you made a deal and they're now ready to pay you $4,000 for your email help, okay? They pay you today and you get started tomorrow. You don't work for a month and then chase them to get paid. You get paid up front. Now, Eric says, I don't have the money available right now, but I will have it in a week. Same thing, Eric, same thing I told Margaret. If you want to get in, the link is right there on the screen. emailaday.co/start. That's the link. You need to go there and you need to sign up right now. We're making it very easy to say yes to this apprentice opportunity. 6 monthly payments of $397 if you don't have the money available to you right now. Figure out a way. Get a credit card where you have a spare $397 balance. Get going. Get going, because this is easy. By this time next week, you should probably already be working with an email profit partner rather than waiting for some check to clear. If you really want this, get in. Okay? This is the time to get in, guys. This is the time to go to the link you see on screen and the link we posted in the chat if you want to be a part of this opportunity. And remember, by being in the first 20 people who jump onto this, you're getting the following fast action bonuses. We're going to give you the Found Money Fast Start, the Email GPT, which is going to write your emails for you, so you don't even have to write the emails yourself. So the machine writes the emails, you get paid. We're going to give you the inboxing hacks, the magic promo tab code. I don't even think that people realize how valuable the magic promo tab code is. Imagine the impact you're going to have on a Shopify store with a list of 50,000 customers if you can help them get out of the promo tab 100% of the time. You're going to revolutionize their business. You're going to dramatically increase their revenue and the size of their business. Okay? This is extremely valuable, and it's only available if you hop on board now you're in the first 20 people who enroll in the apprentice program. We're giving you the plug and play email campaigns, plug and play email automations. We're showing you the email alchemy. I'm giving you the seminar tapes. Okay, you can't really get those anywhere else. And you're getting certified as well. We're going to give you a certificate that you can showcase and show that you're a legitimate, educated email player. Okay, let's scan the chat, see if we've got any more questions. All right, so will I have to build a list of my own? No, you don't need to build a list of your own. You don't need to promote affiliate products with this. You don't need to build a social media following. You don't need to put yourself out there. You don't need to publish a book. You don't need to do any of that stuff. You're leveraging other people's assets to help them make more money with those assets with the simple process of sending emails. Okay, you don't need to bring anything to the table besides knowing what to do, which is what we show you inside the apprentice program. That's the whole purpose of the apprentice program. We take you under our wing, take you from zero to hero, and we're guaranteeing it. We're committed to take you from zero to hero as long as you do what we ask you to do, as long as you follow the success checklist that we give you, as long as you diligently execute, you roll up your sleeves, because this is not one of those things where you come in and you sit on your duff and you do nothing. This is really not. If you're not willing to put in the minimum effort required to execute our protocols and checklists for you to build a thriving email a day business, this is not for you. This is not for you. This is for the dedicated people who are ready for a new chapter in their life, who are ready to rake in some serious money without becoming a slave or getting themselves another job. This is people who want to provide value and be useful to businesses and be a welcome guest and be the hero and get paid great money for doing so without the pressures and the risks of starting a traditional business or going to school and taking on a $40,000 or $50,000 student loan debt. This is for people who are tired of going down different rabbit holes and want something concrete and simple they can follow. This is for people who are tired of spending money and finally want to make money. In fact, if you're one of the people who, quote unquote, been taken by the gurus, right? And you maybe developed the sense that, oh, all these gurus are out there to get me. It's the very gurus who can now be the ones sending you checks every month if you so choose. If there's somebody you've been following for many years, like I said, Dylan approached me, he said, look, I've been following you. I like your work. I know your stuff. I know your story. I'd love to take care of your emails. And I apprenticed the guy. Like, if there's people you follow and you know them and you like them, there's probably an opportunity there for you to take over their emails and do something that you love. For example, I really like following Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now, to the best of my knowledge, unfortunately, he doesn't build an email list. But if he was, and I really needed the money, and I didn't have like a 7- and 8-figure business, like, I'd probably hit him up because I really like what he's doing. I really like the way he gets people interested in science. I mean, that's fascinating to me. I'm sure there's somebody in your life who you follow and appreciate who's probably building an email. I mean, it could be Robert Kiyosaki, an old-time hero of mine. Could be, Tony Robbins. Could be any self-development guru, any author that you really like. I mean, most people who are visible online today as an influencers, they build a list. Shopify stores all build a list. Any business that sells anything has a list, right? Now, Stasi asks, can you do this easily without having to talk to clients first? How important is speaking with them? Well, yes, you can. In fact, if you don't want to talk to anyone, you don't have to. Can you email someone? Like, can you, communicate to a business owner using email? Because if you can do this. Now, if you're the sort of person and the personality that is okay on getting, let's say, on a Zoom call, so going back and forth with email and then say, hey, we want to get on a Zoom call to finalize this real quick, you can do that. But if you don't want, you don't have to. This business can fit into your life and your personality and not vice versa. Now, I know my timer just ran out, but I want to stay as long as I have to stay in order to answer your questions, guys. So if you have any more questions, please put them in the chat. I'm scanning the chat myself and having my team help me out. So let's see if there's any more questions. Now, do I need to start an LLC in order to do this, or do I need to start like a company? No, you don't. You don't. When Dylan got started with me, he was just Dylan. You don't have to like become a business. You can receive the money from Email Profit Partners into your PayPal account, into your personal bank account, into your if you want, you can do crypto. I know that Dylan, once he understood that this is a very profitable and lucrative opportunity, Dylan actually went on and he got somebody to pay him in Bitcoin every month, and he showed me. He was getting, I think, 2,500 or 3,000 USDT. If you know what that is, it's like a stable cryptocurrency thing. So as far as you're concerned, there are many ways to get paid, and if you want, get paid in crypto. That's acceptable. This fits, like, you don't want to talk to people, don't talk to people. You want to work in the middle of the night, work in the middle of the night. You live in a country, like for example, yesterday I was chatting with somebody who's doing this. Her name is Danielle. She's pretty much just exclusively doing this. She's a mother of 4. She lives in Jerusalem, okay? And she works early mornings. Well, when I say early, it's like from 9 a.m. till I believe 10 or 11 a.m. or something. And then 2 more hours in the evening. Now, in the morning, she does the emails. And as far as I know, she's very prolific because she's got like a lot of lots of email profit partners. In fact, some of them are pretty big people you might have heard of, which I can't mention here. And then in the evening, she chooses to do calls. From what I understood, these are strategy calls that she does with her email profit partners because it's important to her to understand the strategy and she likes to get on the phone. Me, I don't get on the phone with my email profit partner. I don't talk to them on the phone at all. It's all email. I just send them some instructions over email. They reply back over email. I email them back. That's it. Sometimes I'll chat with them on WhatsApp if I really need them urgently, but I don't spend time on the phone with them. And to be honest with you, I don't want to. I'm not a phone kind of guy. I don't even pick up the phone when my friends call me. I got this friend, he's a dance instructor, and he likes to talk on the phone because he goes on these long drives and then he would just dial me and then he wants to talk to me on the phone for 40 minutes. I just don't pick up the phone. I don't like it. I don't need a 40-minute conversation. Like, I got better things to do. And most of what he talks about can be summed up in an email anyway. So I don't pick up the phone. I just don't like the idea. So that's you, that's your preference. Awesome. You can do the same thing. Now let's see if there's any more questions here. Right, so the question, we answered the question, do you need an LLC or a company to do this? No, you don't need to. Do you need to have any testimonials? Yeah, seeing Larry, congratulations. I see Larry enrolled. Awesome. Yeah. So do you need any testimonials from email profit partners before you can get email profit partners, like a catch-22? No. That's actually the beauty of this, is that you can come in and you can basically come in with no previous experience. And you can still partner up with people because they don't really care about that as much. Not to mention that as a part of my apprentice program, you can always show them the efficacy certificate and say, hey, I worked with Travis. He's the #1 email guy out there. I worked with Igor. He's the #1 guy in building email lists out there. Like, you can piggyback off of our reputation, and that gets you through the door because we have credibility. Okay, now me more so than Travis because Travis is invisible, like I said, but you know, within the narrow circles of people who look for, for guys like Travis, and usually those are like 8 and 9 figure businesses, his name gets passed around. Me, I'm a little bit more visible out there. If you go and find me online, you'll see. So let's see, more questions. More questions. Can I use what you show inside as far as email marketing strategies, inboxing, the magic promo tab code for my business? Yes. If you have your own business, if you have your own services, what I'll teach you inside is everything you can apply to your own stuff. In fact, if you're planning to run your own business and do this thing on the side, this is a double whammy for you. This is the cherry on the top for you. You can use the inboxing hacks, you can use the email GPT, all the campaigns and automations, the magic promo tab code, the email alchemy, take my seminar tapes, see how I do things. You can take all of that and make a lot of money in your business, even if you have a very small list. This stuff applies, okay? Now, Larry asks, can we refer them to the email sending tools and make recurring revenue? Yeah, absolutely you can. What are you talking about? Of course you can. Any tools that you recommend to the business owner, they need to buy themselves, obviously, because it's their business. And you can give them your affiliate link and make recurring revenue. That's no-brainer, Larry. Definitely a no-brainer. Okay, let's see more questions. Okay, what if, right, so what if I've never done any kind of email marketing before? Great, perfect. You don't need to, okay? I'll teach you everything. We'll show you everything. Come in, blank slate. I don't need you to know anything at all. Just come in, blank slate, and we'll show you everything. In fact, we won't have to unteach you all the bad stuff you might have learned from somewhere else. And this will be valuable not only when you work with email profit partners, but also if and when you decide to do your own thing and start your own business of any kind. What we're going to show you is everything that can be applied to any business. Now, how much time will this take me? Once you've got an email profit partner, maybe 2 or 3 email profit partners, depending on how ambitious you are and how much money you want to be making, that's a few hours a week. And you can do it from anywhere. From the beach, from the cabin in the woods, from your boat, as long as you got satellite internet, maybe Starlink. We got people doing this from all over the place. Got people in Africa, Middle East, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Central America, South America. You literally find people doing this wherever they choose to live. You don't have to be a native English speaker either. You don't have to be a writing major either, because today I'll show you how to use templates and free and low-cost tools to do this. Remember, in one of the bonuses, we show you how to leverage ChatGPT using the GPTs we created and the protocols we created to do all the writing for you. So even if you're not a native English speaker, you can write native level, you can produce native level emails in a snap, and no one will notice any difference. Guys, you don't realize how simple this business is. There's an email profit partner that I worked with who taught this to his daughters. Get this, real story, true story. So he lives in Belize, right? A very low cost living country, used to live in Canada. He actually he's the one who goes out there and finds the email profit partners, right? And then what happens is, once he gets into the partnership, he brings in his daughter to produce the emails. He just kind of watches her do it and makes sure that she does a good job, and brings his other daughter to do the automations and the loading of the emails. So he's got this family business going on. Can you believe it? I mean, how awesome is this? He's in Belize. One of his daughters is in London. The other daughter, I don't remember where she is, but I'm pretty sure she's not in Belize and not in London. And they're like got a family business going on. Just like in the good old days when you could start a shop and turn it into a family business. If you've got a spouse who you want to get into business, if you've got maybe a teen, who's grown up, who you want to teach the values of being in business, or they just want to make some extra money, you can have them do it, and either do it together with them or have them do it on their own. This is a very simple, very easy business that's free to start and manage and pays a highly lucrative income that doesn't require anyone to go to college. It doesn't require you to get into massive debt. It doesn't require you to, spend a lot of money up front to quote unquote build momentum. We're living in a time where an absolutely average person with no previous experience can completely reinvent themselves using something as mundane, boring, and everyday as emails. This is one of the most fascinating things that I've seen in my online presence and career. This is so much easier than all the things that I had to do. The amount of websites I've built, the amount of sales pages I wrote, the amount of content I created, the amount of social media accounts I created, the amount of networking I've done, the amount of phone calls that I've had. Guys, I'm sharing this with you, and I feel like an idiot because, man, this is like the easiest thing that I've ever seen. Anyone who can see the value and the ease and the opportunity and the scalability and the potential of this opportunity is blind. Yes, this is easy because it is. And because making money doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have, people say you have to work hard, right? There's this virtue in working hard and being a hard worker. But the truth of the matter is, there is no virtue in that. Remember, you get into this, and on average, per hour, you'll be getting paid more than teachers, registered nurses, graphic designers, web developers, social workers, journalists, human resources, accountants, police officers, chefs, mechanics and mechanical engineers, librarians, physical therapists, marketing coordinators, dental hygienists, and on and on and on. We live in a world where you get paid more money per hour for producing emails using tools that do the work for you than people who went to school for 4, 6, or even 8 years to study a profession. You've been sold a lie. Going to school and working really hard is not the path to make money. Prove me wrong. That's not the way to make money. That's not the way to be free. I know so many great, good souls, hardworking people, but they're overworked and they're broke. And all the email profit partners that I know, let's face it, they're privileged. They're very privileged to have this incredible freedom to travel the world, to work on their schedule, to work just a couple of hours a week and get paid very good income, very good money. Guys, this is seriously untapped and an amazing opportunity. If you've been struggling to make money, you need to check this out. And we're putting our mouth where our money is, or our money where our mouth is. You apprentice under our wing, and we promise you that we're gonna take you to at least one email profit partnership before your apprenticeship is over, meaning it will pay for itself and you're gonna be in profit, or we will continue working with you for free until you're making money. Unlike all the other programs out there that say, well, we're gonna show you, but you're responsible. It's your, if you don't get results, it's your fault. We are committed to getting you over the finish line. We're committed to helping you get in and make money. Look, yeah, so the timer ran out. I don't see any further questions here in the chat. So I guess this is time to wrap up. Once again, this is your chance. Go to the link you see on the screen right now. It's email-a-day.co/start. We also put this link in the chat for you. Be in the first 20 people who enroll in this program and get all the bonuses. Get the Found Money Fast Start. Get the email GPT. It's very important. Very important to get the email GPT. It's going to save you so much time. It's going to make you great emails. It's going to do emails. It's kind of like having your own factory that produces amazing high quality emails of any kind that you wish. So you can then hand them over to email profit partner. This literally makes this whole business 95% automated. This literally means you'll be making 95% passive income with this. If you take this seriously, if you grab this opportunity, if you don't let this opportunity slip, get the inboxing hacks, the magic promo tab code, get your email profit partners out of the promo tab. That alone is more than enough to get someone literally itching to work with you. That alone, if they try to get this code somewhere else, they're going to pay at least $8,000 just to get that code. Now they're getting you with it, and they're saving money, and they're making more money as a result. Get the email campaigns, get the email automations, get the email alchemy, get my seminar tapes. Jane, Jane is wondering whether she was in the first 20. Yeah, Jane, my team tells me that you were in the first 20, so you're good. Get the certificate. The certificate alone will make you so credible that no one can match it. Look, we want to help you succeed. We see that the world is changing. AI is going to take millions of jobs. Millions of people are going to struggle. Cost of living will continue rising. But people who jump into the email a day business, they're proofing themselves, future-proofing themselves and their income and their freedom. If you ever wanted to move to a warm place and you were stuck because of your income, it was tied to the whatever location you were in, this is the time. This is the opportunity. I'm handing you this opportunity, and I'm signing off on it saying that either this works for you or I'm going to drag you over the finish line to help you start making money. Come in, roll up your sleeves, follow the success checklist. Yes, this seems easy because it is easy, because we make it easy. If you didn't have all these extra bonuses, it wouldn't be as easy. It would still be pretty simple, but wouldn't be as easy. This is the kind of stuff that we developed as a result of years of working within the email industry. It's a combination of my 10 years of experience and Travis's years of experience. We have seen it all, and we're making it easy. You can, of course, do this on your own if you want to. You can say, Igor, look, this seems simple enough. I want to go and take a stab at it on my own. And you know what? If that's what we've done here in this training, I am really happy because you can probably succeed. You can probably go and figure out the missing pieces. You can probably go and invest the time. Probably going to take you a little bit longer, but you can probably do it. It's not rocket science. I don't think it's rocket science, and I think anyone can succeed with this. If you want help, if you want massive shortcut, if you want someone who done it, seen it, to literally take responsibility for your success, right? If you want someone to apprentice you, to take you under their wing and drag you over the finish line, this is the opportunity for you. You need to go to emailaday.co/start right now. Be in the first 20, get all the fast action bonuses. And I don't care if you get on the full pay of $19.97 and save $385, or you go and you join on the 6-month pay plan, which, let's face it, extremely generous. You can be making money with your own email profit partnerships way before you even paying the second or the third payment on that payment plan. How many programs, how many opportunities were you given that were this flexible and this generous with you? How many people do you know who are millionaires, who are saying, let me teach you the craft, who are pretty much bending over backwards like that? I don't know many. I know what I had to do to be successful. No one paved the way for me like that. And that is precisely why I want to change the game. I want to flip the script. And I know that me and Travis can put an end to all these struggles once and for all. I know we can. We're already doing it. But it's because so many people got taken for a ride and they were, they got into programs that didn't deliver before. Yeah, it's very difficult to not think about that, isn't it? It's difficult to overcome the skepticism because we tend to base our future on our past. But I'm here to tell you, I don't care about your past. Your past doesn't matter the moment you enroll into our program and become an apprentice with us. The past doesn't matter because the future is paved with the actions you're going to take in the program. We're going to give you the checklist, the protocols. We're going to see you do and execute the steps. We got the team to help you through it. We got me, we got Travis. We got a full program dedicated to building these success stories. The reason the tuition into this is so low, in fact, it's lower than an hour of consulting time that people pay me for. I charge $3,000 an hour for consulting. This is only $19.97. Is because we want to build an army of success stories. We want to have so many success stories that anyone looking at this be like, I'd be silly not to jump on this. And when we get there, I don't know how many success stories we're looking for, but when we get there, I'm going to dramatically increase the price to scare many people away from this. Right now, if you're the person who desperately needs this, if you're the sort of person who can really see the value of this and you see that right now is the perfect time for you to get involved, then this is the time, this is the clue, this is the signal to take action. Remember, money is replenishable. You can have more money. Even if you're not making a lot of money right now, you'll make more money next month and the next month. You spend $5 today, you'll earn $5 tomorrow. Money is a replenishable resource. You know what isn't? Time isn't. Time is not replenishable. Ask yourself, Can you afford to waste more time? Do you have a lot of time to waste? Because if the answer is no, then you need this. You need to go to emailaday.co/start right now and sign up. Because in just 8 weeks, we're taking you there. And we're guaranteeing it. What other program do you know who's so confident they can help you make money that they're literally guaranteeing it in writing that we're going to guarantee that you succeed and profit with this program? You understand? Eric posted a comment saying most email guru programs tout thousands of cold emails, DMing, and social media. Your method sounds very different. It's because it is. Thank you, Eric. It's because it is different. That's what I've been saying for the last 2 hours. It is different from everything you've tried before. And I don't care if you've tried a million different things. You haven't tried this. You'll see for yourself how simple this is and how much simpler we made it with all the tools, the checklists, the protocols, the shortcuts. We make it simple because we want to see more people succeed with this. There's a huge demand for email profit partners, insane. If you will, it's a quote unquote a market that is seriously underserved. I was just at a mastermind a few weeks ago, and I was talking to somebody who works for a golf company whose job is incidentally to write emails, and he's just on a salary there, and I believe he also has a stake in the company. I think they invited him. So I mean, you can build equity with this too, but basically, from what I understood, they hired him, they sought him out, and they poached him from a different company, whatever. So I shared with him and I said, hey, we got this program where we teach people how to do an email a day business. We teach them how to help businesses with email. You know what he said? I thought he's going to say something like, oh man, you're just going to create competition for me. You know what he said? He said, great, because we need that. Great, because we need that. That's what he said. Look, the opportunity here is insane. And I know I'm way over time, I think. My timer has ended a long time ago, but I really wanted to stay to stress this point and bring it home for you. This is an incredible new opportunity. And it's right there if you just reach out and take it. There's really nothing else that I can add that I haven't, already said. I hope I was able to get this message across to you. I hope to see you inside my program. I see that many of you already signed up. Sorry I couldn't read out all your names, but I'm looking forward to getting you started and to help you become an email a day business success story. So this is it. This is like your final call to action, if you will. Go to emailaday.co/start and enroll and become our apprentice. We'll apprentice you, and we guarantee that you'll succeed and profit in the next 8 weeks if you do exactly as we ask of you, or we will continue working with you for free until you're making money. Either way, you can't fail. Either way, you can only succeed with this. That's our goal here. That's what we're dedicated to make happen. So this is it. My name is Igor Kafetz. Thank you for spending the time with me today. I really appreciate it. If you have any further questions, well, hopefully we answered all of them. And if we ever chat again, then I look forward to chatting with you again. So the next time we chat, have a good one.